questions from the audience. A couple of requirements. Your questions must be addressed to both candidates. You should refrain from saying anything that would be taken as an attack or criticism of the candidates. It should just be good, straightforward questions that will yield informative answers. So I will, and let's say you can have up to 3 minutes to answer the question. What I think we'd like to do now is to give each candidate about 5 minutes to talk to us about whatever they'd like to. You can finish your statements that we cut short, or you can tell us how we should be more involved ourselves, but just take 5 minutes to wrap up and talk about whatever you would like to tell us.
First of all, I would like to thank League of Women Voters for sponsoring this. And I urge everyone to vote. One-stop voting starts October the 17th, and I believe it runs through the 2nd, the Saturday the 2nd. And then the regular voting day is November the 5th. But if you don't vote, then voting is a privilege, and you're losing that privilege. So you need to vote, whoever it's for. And if I've said before, that together, all of us can build a better tomorrow. And it's going to take all of us building a better tomorrow. Because, and as we both said, collaboration, and we've heard this. But don't just go out the door and forget about that. Once election's over, and when people ask you, and when we start having meetings, whether it's Bob or myself or whomever, then if you have been invited to something for the town or the county, you need to take part.
Let's go back again to what government really is. And government is actually a service. It is to provide for us collectively what we can't do as individuals. And 100 years ago, here in these mountains, you could have done about anything because whatever you did wasn't going to affect anybody because the nearest neighbor was two miles away. One of the things that, going back to serving the country in the Army, one of the things I learned a long time ago about leadership was when you sit down and you've got an idea and you're the leader, the first thing you want to do is look out there across to where the sergeants are, the NCOs, and say, tell me why I'm wrong. Because that's where you're going to get the solution to a problem. And that's what I'd like to do as mayor. I would like for somebody to come in and just tell me why I'm doing is wrong. Don't sit there and simmer. Now we all know that a certain amount of griping is normal. But it worries me when the public stops griping because something's wrong. Either we're doing a super job or we're not doing a very good job. So I would encourage, if I get in as mayor, I would love for you to come in and attack me, criticize me, and just make my life miserable because that's why I'm putting myself up for public office.
If our candidates are able to stay around for a little while, you may get a chance. Yeah, go ahead.
I have a question for the audience.
Okay.
I'm just curious, other than those running for a position, how many in this audience are citizens of our town and can vote? That's very few when you consider the number in Franklin. Perhaps that's a statement of the apathy in Franklin.
I would also, before we break up and I give you a chance to speak with the candidates, I would like to acknowledge that we do have 3 candidates for alderman president, so that you may speak to them also. We have Barbara McCrae, Tom Ritter, and W.H. Derrick. So feel free to speak with them also. I want to thank you all for coming today. And we invite you to come to all future league meetings, second Thursday of every month, and always on topics of local interest. Thank you.